It's great to have all of you here at the Big Tent. As Ross said, this is the continuation of our conversations we've been having all around the world about bringing together many, many different points of view about the single amazing internet. We're really excited to be partnering with Bloomberg to convene this, what is actually the first Big Tent we've had in DC on this critically important issue of freedom of expression in the digital age. Now, everybody thinks this is important. Why is it important? Ross already touched on this. You know, we're more connected than ever, but the global threat to human rights and freedom on the internet is wide and it's growing. We see technology used to stifle speech every day. Our products at Google, from search to Blogger to YouTube, Google Docs, have been blocked or partially blocked in more than 30 of the approximately 150 countries where we offer our services. So at no time in the internet's history have governments filtered or censored more than they're doing right now. According to the OpenNet initiative, about 42, looks like 42 countries engage in some sort of filtering of online content today. So it's not just about Iran, it's not just China, but democracies such as India and Turkey. So with today's program, we hope we can dive into this problem a little more deeply and have a good conversation about some things that we can do about it. We've got a good program for you. The first session, our panel is going to explore the limits of free speech online by looking at some scenarios involving controversial content. We've got some audience participation technology here so everybody can weigh in. Now, the second session is going to cover national security in the internet age, and we'll tackle the question of how to balance national security and the fight against violent extremism on the one hand and free expression on the other. The topic of the third session is art and freedom in the web. We're sure to have a fascinating conversation about how artistic expression on the web is changing culture, challenging norms, and altering our politics. And finally, we'll have some remarks at the end of the day by Eric Schmidt, the executive chairman of Google, who I'm told has written something recently about some of these topics. So we hope the sessions are going to stimulate a lot of interesting questions and ideas. But let me throw out a couple things to think about as we go through the afternoon. Some things that we grapple with at Google all the time. First, the importance of transparency. You know, at Google, we believe that shining a light on censorship is critical to free expression, both as a rallying point for free speech defenders and as a potential deterrent to governments and private interests. So one question is, what more can be done to expose what governments and companies are up to when it comes to expression online? Second, when dealing with hateful or offensive speech on the web, what's the role of counter-speech? Is it still true, as civil libertarians will always tell you, that the best way to fight offensive speech is with more speech? If so, can web platforms, which allow many people to participate, many people to express themselves, do those platforms offer new opportunities for counter-speech? And finally, what's the role of governments in all of this? Are countries that support free expression doing enough to pressure their allies, their trading partners, and even their enemies to get out of the censorship business? And what role can government play in promoting artistic expression and cultural diversity in the digital age?